Hi guys, Hero Comics here. Been a while since I've done videos like this, but just wanted to talk about some stuff. Yeah, lots of layoffs on Xbox and PlayStation, and especially Bungie related. I wonder why. Marathon. Yeah. Basically, yeah, it's a crazy bloodbath going on. Because all the woke and life service bullcrap they've been trying to push on us that no one wants, and other people want. That stuff be messing around and causing all kinds of trouble. Finally, it's time for it to go. I'm very glad to know that we'll find other studios that are being basically spun off. They're not being destroyed. They're being spun off. They're not. They're going to be doing their own thing from now on, and with their own money. They have to do their own thing with their own money. Xbox is letting them go. They're not destroying them though, but they're letting them go. So I'm glad they're still able to do stuff. So it's double fine because I want to see them do Psychonauts 3. So let's go. Some of those games are okay, but they're like that Kiln game and that Watcher game were not headliners. It's time to make Psychonauts 3. It's time to make Psychonauts related stuff. That's a headliner to me. Okay, so you never work on that. But yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff going on there. Cool stuff going on. But crazy stuff going on. I mean, sorry, but the Xbox Gaming Showcase is kind of a lie a little bit. Because it's like all these games that are like being shown off. It's like, ooh, cool! Look at Senua. Look at these other things that we have that are coming out. It's like for those studios that are closed down or no longer affiliated with you anymore. Wow, it is amazing how that works. Crazy stuff, if you ask me. But it's well deserved. After all this work trying to go against the customer, these people try to go against the customer so much. Customers clearly did not want woke and live service games, but the industry was like, no, we're going to go for woke and live service games so that we can, because we were told lies by consulting companies and other corporos that they'll make money, and they didn't. They made debt, massive amounts of debt. So now here we are, massive amounts of debt. And it gotta go somewhere. You can't pay all these people. You can't keep these people, all this stuff, this place is open if you don't make money. So away the money goes, away the people go. And I'm hoping it's the woke ones who just weren't interested in making games, but trying to shoehorn in that woke message. Just of racism and sexism toward white people. Men and white people who apparently are one of the biggest demographics who play games. When you become combative with your audience, guess what your audience is going to do? They're going to take their money elsewhere. And now you're talking about physical discs. Physical discs being lost. Physical discs, are being. They're going to get rid of physical discs at PlayStation, so they can be all digital. And that, to me, is a really bad idea, because here's the issue. Yes, there are lower costs for them, but you're not going to see. We're not going to see any of that lowered cost. You know that, because that's what corporate conglomerates are like. That's right, low cost for them to raise prices for you. But there's the issue. But the issue is now they're also going to have to compete with others, on the digital front, and that's the issue. Do I want to pay $80 for Wolverine with old Quaker Jean Grey, and God of War Landre with old Quaker and Kratos' wife, or do I want to go for some 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12? When you go for indie games that could cost like as little as $10, $15, would be way better games, and go all the way up to that to games that are like AA, for 30 or so, like South Park Snow Day or whatever, Psychonauts 2, go higher than that to AAA, on Steam for $60, $70, but it's a game like Crimson Desert or Black Wukong or Stellar Blade or Warhammer Space Marine 2 where it's like actually worth the money. Oh yeah, this is a hat for my mom likes. My mom got. It's a white hat, so my mom likes that hat. So it works very nicely. She wants you to have a white hat, so she'll let you can borrow this one. It's a pretty good one. It's not Velcro. It's not my head, but yeah. I'm sorry, the competition is going to be crazy for them if they go, for try to do digital stuff, And it's just like, yeah, which one would I rather have, Waste $70 on one game, or go for an Epic Steam sale or something, or even better, go for the Epic Steam sales and also go to other sites which I cannot mention the names of, where the games are free. They're older games, the games are for free, and just bulk up my collection of old games that are way better than these new ones coming out. The choice is clear. So yeah, they think this is a win. They think going all digital is a win, but it's not a win. It's a loss, a huge loss. And they're going to either have to work on their prices, work on their games and prices, or they're going to die. So that's something that's going to happen. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt.